Alright. I am just setting up, finishing with his setting up here. So making sure everything is working right. Alright. My audio playing back. Thank you so much to anybody who's tuned in right now. I'm going to play some really special tunes for a very special day today. So just getting ready to get started here. Hope you're doing awesome and having a lovely Tuesday. So it's not long ago I found out that today was officially International Chess Day. And as you can see, I decided to display my chessboard here. Actually, what some of you might not know is that about a couple decades ago, pretty much I could say, I had been into chess in middle school. Well, actually, even throughout my childhood, I kind of enjoyed it at some point, and then it is a college time that I quit chess. And I promised myself that one day I would, like when I retire, I will play chess again. Um, so anyway, I think that chess is a beautiful game, and it's a complicated, beautiful game, as you all might know, and some people really love it and enjoy it. So I kind of wanted to do this live stream and point out some connection between like music and chess. There's definitely a connection there, but I haven't had the chance to like prepare a speech or anything like that. I just did want to say a few things about it and how uh, chess had played a role at some point in my life personally, and that's why I wanted to do this special live stream. So I had a few selected songs that I've picked. I decided that I'm going to go with possibly more some of the more obscure tunes, more alternative kind of songs that I will play through tonight, and perhaps even some songs that kind of go old school for me that I'm going to play on the ukulele and my keys, a few songs, and pick up the guitar, I guess, for um, at least a couple of tunes, I thought. So towards the end there. I hope you stick around and enjoy the set of music here. If you're also a chess player, say hello. We are celebrating chess in this live stream. So I haven't personally like written a song exactly about the game of chess, but I think what I always thought of chess is that there's so many different ways to look at it in a way where chess is kind of like, you can say it's kind of like life, because you have all these different ways you could go and all those choices that you have to make, except the only difference is that, you know, in chess you can sort of predict it, and there are like so many different variations, and some of the most talented chess players can see all of those, and they can in classic chess, at least in the classic standard long, um, you know, uh, standard time chess is where most talented players can predict all kinds of different variations. You know, for plan B, there's always a plan A, B, C, D, and E, and all these other ones, and they can see it and visualize it in their minds. Um, so many moves ahead, you know, 20, 30 moves ahead, and that's what makes this game sort of so complicated and yet so beautiful, right? So, and I think as human beings, we are also, no matter how simple some of us might be, we're still, I think, for the most part, we are complicated. And so this is why my selection for this set of music today, the songs that I've decided to pick, are going to be all just kind of sort of songs that had um, all kinds of maybe different muses. Some of the tunes that I had to replace muses to keep on playing it and wanting to still enjoy playing a certain song. And so I kind of want to go with my tunes tonight with the songs I decided to play. I kind of will go um, the happy route and the sad route, and the like I said, more alternative kind of route, and even uh, I decided that I'm even going to touch on some of the and uh, angry and humorous, let's just say, some humorous songs that I had written, perhaps. And I don't necessarily really like have a set song list where I can tell you this. It's very pretty much tentative, but some of the songs I kind of decided to play tonight for this special celebration of International Chess Day. I decided to go with our, like I said, more on the alternative side of things, and I'll definitely play those. So stick around and enjoy. I'm going to sip on my hot tea before we get started. I think I'll get started on the ukulele here, so I just have to, put my foot tambourine on before I get started. So for the ukulele songs, I definitely want to play my song called Obsession and my old song called Don't Want You Back. I decided that I wanted to play that one as well. You might be familiar with that one. And then see where that leads me with the ukulele set. And on the keys, I definitely will play Written in the Stars and Never Felt Like You Let Me In. Perhaps my song called Balance. So yeah. I hope you enjoy these tunes. If you have any song requests, you're more than welcome to request a song or two. And yeah, if you have anything to say about the game of chess, feel free. Because right now, as I was talking about this, I kind of just realized I just have so much to say about the game of chess that I just don't really necessarily want to make the time for right now. And so, um, yeah, my journey with chess in my younger days, I'm just gonna say that, are you know um, they are quite interesting, I'd say. So, and I wasn't expecting to bring this hobby back for me. At some point, I thought I'm one of those people who likes to be kind of private about a lot of things, and I like to have a hobby or so that nobody knows about as well. And so I thought about making chess being that hobby, but then I thought, well, today I just have to share the fact that um, being cut up in this interesting time, I guess, that we've been in the last couple of years, it definitely, for me personally, just brought to surface so many different things, so many different aspects that I needed to see, and um, chess was definitely one of those things. I just felt like whatever, I don't want to get really religious here, but I definitely felt like what I want to say, especially about God and how I think He speaks differently to all of us, um, whether you believe in God or not. I'm just sharing this from a personal, very personal perspective. My view of God, I believe that He's not some strict, um, bearded guy up in heaven. My view of God is that He is also a free-spirited, um, a person who, sorry. I shouldn't apologize in my live streams, I know, but pretty much what I'm trying to say is that, I think personally for me is that if I wanted to bring this one hobby back into my life, that I don't think it really matters to the guy upstairs. Sorry. Um, I feel funny saying that now because I didn't think about it before I said it. And I do mean whatever you believe in, it doesn't matter. Well, I am pretty open about my belief in God, so I just want to say that I don't think it matters to Him whether I play chess as a hobby, whether it's just something I do for fun, or whether I decide to get back into professional chess like I did back in high school or something. I don't think that it really matters to God. I think what matters is that He all gave us a free will, and we can enjoy our hobbies or what we decide to do for work the way that we want to, and do with our talents what we want to do with them, you know. So I believe that I said everything that I needed to say at this point, and everything else um, maybe I'm not meant to say because I'm not saying it. So I'm going to start with some ukulele and go from there. All right. And I just got my ukulele in tune right before I went live here, so here we go. I think I'm gonna start with one of my happy tunes you all might be familiar with right now. So this song here is actually very, very happy. Music Soul is gonna be the first tune tonight. Making those was enough of people when you think of pancakes, do you think of me? Good night, full of melody, yeah. Music Soul, I use my song. I play the cello in my fast line. You play the horn when I say orchestra. Yeah, music soul, we meet again. Music soul, we meet again. Oh, we meet again. We meet again. We meet again. Classical music is so serious, I see you play country tunes without my flavor. I've been to my music since the day I was born. Hey, music soul, I use my soul. I play the cello in my fast life. You play the horn and I sing orchestra. Hey, music soul, we meet again. Music soul, we meet again. Oh, we again. We again, yeah. We again. We again, yeah. We again. Over green notes, a little bass down. We just listen to guitar. I play a bit for my ukulele, singing perfect harmony. Hey, music soul, I use my soul. Play the cello in my fast life. You play the horn, the same orchestra. Hey, music soul, we meet again. Music soul, we meet again. Oh, we meet again. We again, yeah. We again, yeah. We again, yeah. We again, yeah. We again. So that was Music Soul. This music flows right with this next song. I'm gonna fly away to lands and destinations. You ain't gonna stop me. You ain't gonna stop me. You've been trying to stand in my way for way too long. So long to realize so many plans. that's a song of mine that I kind of wrote about not such a great experience I had a few years back. And yes, as I was saying about the game of chess, is that life is very unpredictable, unlike chess. In chess, in chess, if you're a good chess player, you can really predict the way that the game is going to go in life, no matter what choices you make. I think what's most important is that you make the right choices for you, and um, therefore you got to really, really know yourself. That's the whole purpose. And in order for you to make the right choices for you. So I'm gonna keep on rolling with perhaps this old ballad of mine. I'm gonna go with this one here. Song of mine called, well, I decided I'm going to retitle it. It's the new title of this song is going to be Need You to Hold, while the old title is I Desperately Need You to Hold can be found on this channel. One of my first videos I posted in this channel, actually, before I even spend so much time on this channel. Because this song's pretty old that I just played. Meanwhile, I'd like to continue the set with, I'm going to kick things off, I think, with this, one of my newer tunes, which is available for streaming on my Patreon page. If you guys are on Patreon, you can stream this one anytime. This is one of my really happy, more recent ones. And I wrote this song because, this next song I wrote because I believe that we create our lives with our thoughts. Kind of like, I always keep talking about Rhonda Byrne's The Secret, and the way that she presents positive thinking and stuff. So if you listen closely to the lyrics, you know that even though this next song is called Rockstar, it's not your typical stereotype of the word itself. It's more of my own personal view, what the word rockstar means to me personally. So, you know, we'll all see the world differently, and everyone has different meaning for every word. So, this is my view of what it means to me, this word. You like a picture out of a movie? I'm still infatuated with your charm. It's not your looks alone, it's amazing. It's the way you treat me up so nice, yeah. Truly makes me want you as my BFF, yeah. You are my rock star, play the guitar for me just so long. In all my songs you know by heart, I'm your rock star, and we've been living on the road, rolling up with no summer. I don't even know if I wanna play shows without you now. Now you're my lucky choice. You are my rock star. Patreon page. It's more like the songs I like to write nowadays. But like I said, I'll be playing some of my older songs tonight. So just kicking things off with a few of those on the ukulele here. And I'm gonna move along to like a super old song of mine, I think, which is on the ukulele. That's more kind of a sad kind of a song. Um, I did say I was gonna play kind of an angry song and perhaps a humorous one, and I was talking about some of my ukulele songs. So even though back in the day I used to write a lot more in my keys, when I used to write a lot of sad, angry songs, a lot of them, like when I first started writing a lot, it was mainly sad, sad, sad. Let's just say that. So I'm kind of really mixing it up today for this International Chess Day, so to say. And I guess I'll just, you know what, I'll just go with I'll go with one of my old angry tunes. This is a song that I can't really say that I'm proud of writing it, but yet at the same time, I just feel like at that moment in my life, at that moment in time, it felt right for me to write this next song. So this is what I really like to say. At that point in my life, it felt right. You know, obviously, if time machines existed, and I could go back to being the age I was when I wrote this next song, but have the brain of the life experience and the brain that I have now, I'm just gonna say that the original muse would have never got to be that far in a game where I would have wrote or been inspired to write this sort of angry song, because I would have had so much more of respect for myself and enough love for myself to set clear boundaries and strong boundaries to the point where it would have never gotten that far to where I would have to sit down and write the song. So I just want to make sure that I kind of, as I share this explanation for this next song, that I want to make sure that I make it kind of clear that this song at the time, at the age that I was going through, that it was just right for me to write this song in some way. But like I said, basically if time machines existed, I'm just repeating this, I guess, but if that actually happened where I could have the brain I have now, the life experience that I have now, if I could go back, that I would have never been this miserable, angry, because I would have never let that person that close to me, because I would have had a lot more self-respect for myself, I guess, than to let it go where it went. So so here's this song, this next song. As you all know, I like to say the titles at the end of the songs most of the time, so here we go. From that coffee day, I should have known that you'd never be sweet to me. Only gift you gave was a microphone and a cable. I guess that's what they say, no strings attached, even after yelling hard. And it was my birthday too, and you were late when you promised to come. Instead you came ringing your bell voice in my own recall. And I bet you never said I love you, not even once in your life. Even if you did, I wouldn't believe you. Even if you did, I wouldn't believe you. So that was a song of mine called "You Never Say I Love You," and yeah, it was indeed one of the more angry tunes that I've written in the past. So not typical song for me. And yeah, I said a few things about it before I started playing it, and that's really what I think about it nowadays. Is that this song would have never happened if I believed the things I believe in now. So moving along now, and really mixing it up. So I'm gonna go ahead and play something more beat on the ukulele. There we go. So this next song just has absolutely nothing to do with relationships. One of my recent ones here. Do you ever wake up and wonder what are you doing this for? If it's not for your real life's purpose, why do anything at all? To make a change even if you're afraid. Don't let fear be your God. You know your angels always at your side. So make a change that makes you happy in your life, makes you feel alive. Then you know you're meant to do what you like. So make a change today, yeah. Make a change today. To play a very fun song of mine that most of you are probably familiar with. Thanks so much, by the way, for tuning in. And what I'd like to say about this next song here is that if you are familiar with Rhonda Byrne's book and her teaching of the positive way of thinking, you might know that one of her very good advice in the first book that she wrote, which is The Secret, which has like 2 other sequels, and then she recently just wrote The Greatest Secret. And I tell you, The Greatest Secret, if you like books like that, it will definitely blow your mind. I think that you will enjoy it. But you know, everyone's got their own taste in what they like and what they don't like. So don't take my word for it. I don't know, maybe you won't like The Greatest Secret, maybe you will. But what I'd like to say in the first book, The Secret, She mentions that how sometimes, of course, gratitude is one of the most best ways to get to live the kind of life that you want, to follow your dreams and live the life of your dreams. But her other advice is that, like, if you had some disappointing things happen during the day, one way to wash over them and not, some of us who perhaps are not so great at following the secret, and we were some of us who were conditioned to think about the negative things and analyze them and overthink them sometimes. You know, I think some of us like that sometimes have a maybe harder time believing in the positive thinking, right? And you really, I think, to change the way you think, you really gotta believe that this is what you want to do. Um, so one of her advice things that kind of relates to this next song is, like, at the end of the day, if you look at something disappointing, or something really went really, like, completely the opposite way that you want it to turn out. If at the end of the day you can just think about it and think of it as if rewriting it, sort of, just if you can rewrite it in your mind and think about it as if, what if it would have went the opposite? What if it would have went the way that you wanted to? How you would feel, think about it. So basically, I guess you could say it's kind of like daydreaming, right? But what I realized from the advice is not only that I believe it really does work and helps you be a happier person, you know, overall, is that it applies to art and music too sometimes. And this next song I'm going to play, um, I rewrote, let's just say I rewrote a love story of mine in my life. And this is it. Here we go. One of my love stories that I rewrote for this song. You got me staring into your soul blue eyes. song called Hooked, and I guess I sort of shared another sort of a secret thing with you guys besides sharing the fact that my other hobby, chess, which is another secret I thought about having, and decided today was the day to not have that secret anymore. But my song called Hooked is basically one of my first attempts at really being positive and rewriting some of the love stories that I had in my life. So basically, you wouldn't believe this, but actually, Hooked was inspired. Well, you could believe that because, well, quite frankly, the whole word hooked obviously is not healthy. Uh, you know what I mean? It's not really, um, even this song is not really about, even though it's a better version of one of the biggest heartbreaks I had in my life, one of the biggest ones. So it's like a nicer version, me rewriting it, like I said, following Rhonda Byrne's advice and rewriting a story that I rather imagined in my head that happened rather than what actually happened, right? So, but at the same time, even that is just, hooked is not a healthy word. Because true love is not being addicted to somebody, right? So, but yeah, it's a fun song to play. So, and I'm not regretting that I wrote it or anything, just because I'm saying it's not exactly an example of a healthy, functional relationship kind of a song. So, um, I think that funny enough, my newest song, Rockstar, is way more healthier, functional kind of a song if I was to focus on writing songs about good, healthy relationships, right? So, um, anyways, I'm so glad you could tune in to this special live stream here, dedicating this to International Chess Day, and you can probably Google it and check. It is International Chess Day today. So, um, anyway, I'm trying to decide what other songs that I wanted to play in the uke tonight before I move on to keyboard set. But I thought about doing one of my other older tunes, and I'm just trying to decide if that's really what I want to play. Or if I'd rather move along to like another ukulele song. I see somebody commenting, and just wanted to catch up to your comments, you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bigfoot, Silver, Hide and Seeker. Thank you so much for your comments. I appreciate that. And I have an anonymous comment as well. Thank you. All right. So, next song I play on the ukulele is going to be definitely probably on the sadder side of things. So here we go. Because that's what I promised today is going to be really a mixture of all kinds of different moods here. So this is one example of my older tunes here. So this song here is called These Words, and I just want to say that the reason why I kept holding on to this one, and I sometimes play it from time to time, is because even though it's sad, this was one of the first songs that I really recorded like myself, because my goal overall, meanwhile I was recording a lot back when I lived in Florida at Full Sail University sometimes, and before that I recorded at Valencia College, where I graduated from there actually, and so anyway, I recorded at Valencia, and then I was recording Full Sail, but I always thought I just want to record myself at some point, and so my first attempt was this song, I think, when I started to try to experiment with recording myself. This was and it turned out to be a pretty, even though I was actually using really basically really low end kind of basic things to record this, but somehow this recording for the song right here that I'm about to play, it somehow turned out well for my first attempt at recording myself. So this is one of the major reasons why I still play this next one. Searching for my escape, this is not where I belong. You don't understand tears I cry. Differences between you and I will never fade away. I have compromised and I'm only to have my own wake-up call, feeling everything just fall. Take me to where you want me, so you say these words, just to make me feel safe. You should know, it's been a long time since I've made my decision, how I feel. I'm not gonna start today. I'm not gonna start today. I'm not gonna start today. You wanted me to give it all in return for nothing. Again, you have never learned how to treat a woman right. I have sacrificed a lot just to get a bit of your love. Look and stand at what I got, nothing but a broken heart. These words you say, but you don't mean it. These words just treat me where you want me. So you say these words just to make me feel things. You should know it's been a long time since I've based my decisions on how I feel. I'm not gonna start today. I'm not gonna start today. I'm not gonna start today. In that conversation we had, I would just open up my eyes to see you will never be there for me. It's not the way I need you to. These words you say, but you don't mean it. These words just take me to where you want me. Say these words just to make me feel things. You should know it's been a long time since I based my decisions how I feel. I'm not gonna start today. I'm not gonna start today. I'm not gonna start today. No, not today. So I know I just played like at least a couple of very heartbroken kind of songs, and I said I was going to go a bit old school and keep this kind of a very diverse set of music for tonight's particular show honoring International Chess Day. And yeah, I just also would like to say that this big heartbreak I'm speaking of, one of the biggest heartbreaks, obviously. I've been around for a while, I should say. I just celebrated my birthday recently. And don't ask me what age I am. But yeah, I am actually grateful, and from the bottom of my heart, I'm grateful for that, because it was kind of the lust kind of thing where it kind of pushed me to do
something I needed to do for the longest time in my life. And so, and of course, these songs, uh, I'm grateful for these songs. And, you know, it really propelled me to do something that I needed to do. And basically, I'm grateful because I wouldn't be where I'm at right now in my life without that. So, and I kind of, um, you know, at this point I can say in my life I like where I'm at spiritually and the way my beliefs and where I think of life now. I definitely like it a lot, and so I'm grateful for that. And I wouldn't trade it for anything. And somehow, when I speak about this, one of my biggest heartbreaks and some of the inspiration for these sadder songs. I just have to say that you know I'm grateful for that aspect of it. So, and coming up next on the ukulele, I should perhaps play something more upbeat for this evening. So, I'm gonna do maybe. Maybe my song that's called Beautiful Messengers, which is a song that is inspired by the chirping of lovely birds. So I think I'll go with this one. This is more, definitely more laid back kind of song. Beautiful messengers, chirping away on a sunny summer's day. Birds out chirping away. Oh, why can't you whisper messages of hope, messages of faith and love? When birds chirp, whole world's bright, lovely whispers coming down on the leaves of green. Everybody sing such a sweet melody. It's like you can have it here. Oh, girl, yeah. Oh, beautiful messengers, chirping away on a sunny summer's day. Birds are chirping away. Oh, why can't you whisper messages of hope, messages of faith and love? With the sunset coming down, all the colors of the rainbow, seen over the mountains, clouds in the shape of hearts, slowly streaming just down the hill, smiling faces everywhere. When the birds are just chirping away. Oh, beautiful messengers, chirping away on a sunny summer's day. Birds are chirping away. Hey, you can hear a whisper, messages of hope, messages of faith and love. Beautiful messengers, beautiful messengers, yeah, yeah. Oh, right. So that was Beautiful Messengers, and it's inspired by the birds of North Carolina. I know we all have, wherever you live in, whatever state and part of the country you live in, we all have special birds too, as well, that just reside there for the most part. And course, there's some birds that migrate for the winter and some birds that don't as well. So, of course, our state bird here in North Carolina is the red cardinal. And I wasn't really thinking about red cardinals when I wrote this song that I just played. I just kind of, I really, in all these years that I've been here in North Carolina, I've really grown to love them, and whenever I see them, I really appreciate the beauty of red cardinal. Of course, in the summertime, you get to see all kinds of different birds and bluebirds and all kinds of different birds are always chirping around here. So, um, and I have to admit, well, it's like one of my favorite parts, I guess. And I know there's birds in Florida too that I've seen, but somehow I guess I never really felt a strong connection with Florida birds. My Florida friends, um, I have to be honest. Even though I spent so much of my life there, um, I guess I never really felt that way, the way that I feel about birds around here in North Carolina. But anyway, what's a set without another fun song? So on the ukulele here. Meanwhile, I just want to remind you that if you have any requests for a tune, you are more than welcome to. If you want to say anything about the game of chess, feel free to comment and express your thoughts and opinions as we celebrate International Chess Day today. was one of my very fun songs called Blind Guy. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm gonna play, I think one of my old school ukulele tunes that I haven't played in a while, and yeah, I'm gonna probably wrap up this ukulele set and get on my keys. So here's a song that I sometimes miss playing. So. Anything's trying to bring me back to you. Oh, I'm trying to things we will do. You said we're soulmates, and I believe your every word. Lying in my head without you, but I want you back. I don't wanna be stuck in your freaking shoes again. I don't want you back. I don't wanna be just another rock girlfriend. I don't want you back. I don't want you back. But I want you not sure I love you as much as I do, and I don't wanna put my heart through all the things you don't know you do. Living together made everything about you. But I want you back. I don't wanna be stuck in your freaking shows again. I don't want you back. I don't wanna be just another rockstar girlfriend. I don't want you back. I don't want you back. I want you back. Feel the violins out the door. Like he's not wanting anymore. I finally push before it's too late. But I too I want you back. I won't be stuck in your freaking shows again. I don't want you back. I don't wanna be just another rockstar girlfriend. I want you back. I want you back. I want you back. I want you back. I want you back in. So ironically, I wrote the song by a muse that was sort of a exactly. It was sort of the exactly opposite of how I felt. Another big heartbreak, one of the biggest heartbreaks I had in my life, and I actually never wanted anybody back as much as I wanted this person back in my life at that point when I wrote this song. So just the fact about this song called "Don't Want You Back." So, and without going too personal, I just want to say that pretty much, we gave it at least 2 tries. So it's not like it didn't have a second chance, so to say. So that was a story behind a song called "Don't Want You Back" that I try not to play too often anymore. It's not kind of typical of me to write songs like that nowadays. Nowadays I like to write things about happy things for the most part. So my preference in writing at the present time. So I just shared with you quite a lot of the ukulele songs that I plan on sharing tonight, and I'm probably gonna do one more ukulele song, I think, before I do my keyboard songs. So if anybody has any song requests for the ukulele, just feel free to let me know. So just reading your comments. Oh, that is so sweet. Let's say, let me see here. Um, okay, that's a very, very cool compliment. I really appreciate that. So, I didn't see a song request, so I'll just go ahead and play one of my beat tunes, and then I'm gonna get on my keys here. Might as well just turn the keys on. So, yeah, there's a lot of artists out there that are real. You know, I believe in that kind of way, and I think when I think about like more mainstream music and stuff, one of the people that I think really is beautiful in that way is perhaps everyone, most people will agree, like Alanis Morissette and um, a few other ones, a lot of different artists, of course, that kind of really know how to connect with their songs in that kind of a way, you know. So, so yeah, I'd like to finish the ukulele set with a happy song, and I'm gonna go with, let's see, I think I'll do. I really haven't decided yet what song I should go with. It's funny. Um, this is how real my live streams get sometimes when I decide not to make a set list, you know. And another thing I didn't mention about chess and music and just life is that, well, in chess, you see, to be a good chess player, it's like you have to have this good, you have to have a good strategy, and sort of like you have to plan. And most good chess players have a whole set of their favorite openings and everything else, and there's this whole planning thing involved in chess, right? And I'm one of those people that's so at least in classic chess, right? Now we do have speed chess too and quick chess, and in classic chess you do that, but actually in speed chess you do have to rely a lot on kind of being more, if should I call it, free spirited and kind of spontaneous, because it's so different, the time controls. And when I played chess personally, um, back in the day, and my personal confession here is that I I really quit chess at some point because basically when I was going to college, and sometimes I would carry on like 2 or 3 jobs at a time and all so forth. Uh, I will just say that I really, that's when I really said to myself, like, I'm just gonna say that this hobby has to go. I just had no time for it, you know, and that's when I told myself that I'm gonna play chess when I retire, you know, and um, I don't really like regret that decision or anything, but back then, if you asked me if I liked speed chess, I probably would tell you that, you know, I believe real chess is the long game. But now, since I've during the pandemic, I picked up playing chess again for fun, you know, and uh, I actually been playing a lot more speed chess than I would have ever played back in the day, you know. And so those kind of time controls are so different. So anyway, my point here is that I think when you play chess, it just like totally brings to surface um, like these parts of your brain that nothing else you can compare to for some reason, you know. And even though me personally being really a free-spirited, spontaneous, loving kind of person, um, you know, you would think, well, you know, how can I possibly enjoy a long um, game of chess, right? But you know, back in the day, I did, and so where I'm going with this is not like, you know, it's totally not a prepared speech uh, at all, obviously, but I am kind of, you know, I am grateful for the game of chess because I used to, so when I was a kid, I used to basically, sometimes I went through a time where I really, you know, at some point I kind of hated school and I didn't want to, you know, and so people that knew me in college uh, would have no clue or idea that was ever me because, well, in college I was a very hard worker and diligent, and especially after I finally did what I wanted to do in college and not just, you know, like taking my time trying to decide, even though in my heart I always knew, but you know, sad to say there are some people in my life who, uh, you know, caused me to doubt myself and not go with my gut feeling what I needed to do um, in my life rather than, you know, kind of thinking about these other options and all. But yeah, I think that basically chess just kind of helped me to uh, like school. Let's just say that. And so I almost want to it's not even an exaggeration, but I also want to say that um, could be even the reason why I even bothered going to college in some way. So um, that's what I gotta say. And about, once again, the beautiful game of chess. So um, on the ukulele here, I think I'm gonna go with as the last song. I'm gonna go with this one right here. There you go. Wonder if you're still awake to know me. 'Cause when I look into your eyes, they tell me so. I wonder if I made a mistake. I'm telling you now. When we walked in the rain that day, tell my shoelace for me. Yeah. I didn't think much of it, but I could see it. Something in your eyes tells me you care. Something in your eyes tells me you do. Something in your eyes, something in your eyes keeps telling me you could be everything I need. Something in your eyes, something in your eyes keeps telling me you could be everything I need. And I don't believe that attraction is much to do with love. And didn't wanna be fooled by your charms. Then I told you goodnight that day. I want you to stay just a little longer. tell me you could be everything I need. Something in your eyes, something in your eyes keeps telling me you could be everything I needed. I hope it's not just a fantasy. I hope there's a chance for you and me. There's something in your eyes tells me you can't get. Something in your eyes tells me you want it. Something in your eyes, something in your eyes keeps telling me you could be everything I needed. Something in your eyes, something in your eyes keeps telling me you could be everything I needed. Something in your eyes, something in your eyes keeps telling me you could be everything I need. So that was my song called Something in Your Eyes, which I know a lot of people really enjoy this song, so I like playing it. One of the reasons I like playing it. And I'm going to go ahead and put my ukulele away and start on the keys here for a few songs. So glad you could tune in. I really hope that I see the song requests if there's any. So I hope I didn't miss any. If I did, feel free to like message it on the common field again. I'll check on it. I can't see it right away, just so you know. But the ukulele won't be too far away in case maybe there was a song request that I accidentally missed. Hopefully, I'm hoping not. So ukulele is just gonna be right here in its case. So I'm gonna get on my keys and play a few chosen songs this evening. Probably I might start with one of the songs I typically like to start on the keys with. So let me see here. Just want to make sure that I am keeping up with the comments there though. I think my video might have been it might have been interrupted at some point because I got like a little message on my program, the streaming like the streaming program, and I'm hoping not, because quite frankly I'm probably not going to be able to watch this back, or at least not today, to make sure that the video was running smoothly. I probably will do it some other day, I think. But this song right here, you all know that sometimes I really like to start my keyboard sets with this one here. There we go.
stars, it's the same. Now the choices that you make, disagree, and that's okay. You are meant to be that way. You were born to make music with me. When the stars and hands side by side. When the stars, 'cause your love never dies. When the stars, 'cause your love never dies. Just like you said, that special time. When the stars and hands side by side. When the stars, 'cause love ends all the time. When the stars, you are alive. When the stars, when the stars, when the stars. So that was written in the stars. Now I'm going with this one next here. Come to me, my sweet love. Nothing I want more. Come to me, my sweet love. Only you I adore. Come to me, my sweet love. Fall into my arms. Come to me, my sweet love. Want me with your charms. Come to me, my sweet love. Yeah. Strum the strings of my heart and show me your soul. Play, play, play the tune of love. Play the tune of love. Come to me, my sweet love. Nothing I want more. Come to me, my sweet love. Only you I adore. Come to me, my sweet love. Fall into my arms. Come to me, my sweet love. Warm me with your charms. Come to me, my sweet love. For now I feel forever. Now take the lonely road. If we cannot be together, rather be happy on my own, yeah. Come to me, my sweet love. Nothing I want more. Come to me, my sweet love. Only you I adore. Come to me, my sweet love. Fall into my arms. Come to me, my sweet love. Warm me with your charms. Come to me, my sweet love. Come to me, my love. Come to me, my love. Yeah. Come to me, my love. 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 Yeah. Come to me, my love. Come to me, my love. Yeah. So coming up next, I'd like to play a song that is another example of sort of me rewriting a love story the way I wanted it to happen, and not the way it actually did. This next song you might recognize, but I mentioned that earlier when I played my ukulele song. Before I played my ukulele song, Hooked, earlier in the set of music, I spoke quite a bit about some of positive thinking advice and how you can apply it to your music or your art sometimes, in some ways. Sure, all kinds of different ways, and different things work for different people. But here's a song you all might recognize. Smell of green morning with you in my head. Days at sunset with words so well said. Movies at sunrise, kisses I know. The next thing you know, we're drinking champagne on honeymoon, yeah. So this song of mine actually literally mentions rewriting what I was just talking about, and rewriting stories the way you want them to have happen. First time I was over at your place, I felt the energy flowing in your piano space. Still let me walking in, I played a few notes. Somehow I just knew I would stay with you, yeah. Waking up in the morning with you in my head. Days at sunset with words so well said. Movies at sunrise, kisses I knew. The next thing you know, we got 3 Grammys and our honeymoon, yeah. Waking up in the morning with you in my head. Days at sunset with words so well said. Movies at sunrise, kisses I know. The next thing you know, we got 3 Grammys in a dining room, yeah. And I hear you shouting, honey, come here, I got something for you. And I see that part we passed on and there's to where I said, I'm in love with this one, but I just don't have enough time. You said, we can make it work. Did not surprise me with him right the next night. Waking up in the morning with you in my head. Days at sunset, the words so well said. Movies at sunrise, kisses I know. The next thing you know, got 3 Grammys in a dining room, yeah. Movies at sunrise, yeah. That's the movies at sunrise turn into real love. Movies at sunrise turn into love. So yeah, Movies at Sunrise literally actually mentions that, but it's easy to miss that in the lyrics, of course, that it's sort of a rewrite of the story, the way that I wanted to rewrite it. But also, it's a song that is a version of a love story that relates to a version of me in my past. It reflects a different version of me, I believe, like in some way, like in the game of chess, there's many variations, different ways you can go, but it's possible to predict. But the difference between life and chess is that in life, there's all kinds of unpredictable possibilities as well, as much as we want to try to predict our lives, and some of us are, I think, are obsessed with planning. Still in life, you can't do that, and so I think, therefore, that's why we have many different versions of ourselves that exist in, in the past and the present, and then there's the future, right? So another kind of a correlation there between chess and songwriting, I guess. So that was Movies at Sunrise, and we'll move along. As I mentioned earlier, I'm probably going to do some at least couple more alternative and more obscure tunes of mine. Here, let me see. What did I mention? Some songs I was going to play I haven't played yet. Looks like I might have mentioned that I wanted to play my song called Balance and Never Felt Like You Let Me In. And then I might play a couple of guitar tunes too. So let me see here. I guess coming up next I'll do... Oh, wait a minute. Trying to change the sound of my keys here. And okay.
why don't I do a song that I did not mention yet? How about that? So, I wasn't sure if I was gonna do this one tonight or not, so I'll just do it. So in my life, it's all just in my head. Just the other day, I wish to sing, it was seen unexpectedly. Sitting in my head, just the other day I called the bluebirds, picked up a rock, hoping I'd see you again. But I think it's all in my head. It's all just in my head. How can this be? Birds in nature sings. It's all just in my head. I saw the birds gather up in the sky, just like one of the last times when I see you. This time you were nowhere inside. I think those are migrating birds, which means I won't see you again, at least for a little while. But I think it's all in my head. It's all just in my head. How can this be? Doesn't nature sings? It's all just in my head. Run away with me, far, far away from reality. Imagination's running free, and it's all just in my head. Is it all in my head? It's all just in my So that was more, definitely more alternative kind of song. Haven't done it in a while. It's available on my Patreon page with a subscription to, I believe I performed a longer version of this song. So if you like this tune, it's called Is It All Just in My Head? You can find it under the audios that you can stream on my Patreon page. Links are down below in the description. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in tonight. As I'm celebrating International Chess Day in this live stream here, and so I'm trying to play kind of more of the unpredictable, I'd say, kind of songs of mine in this set of music. So, but here is one of the songs that I just mentioned. A few minutes ago, here we go. Never felt like you let me in, you let me in. Now we'll just never know what it could have been. It's a shame it's not all your fault. I should've been smiling. The love we shared is so much better, yeah. And the love we shared is so much better. The ones together having so much better than the love we really had. Run persistent in life like a typical video graph. Set a watch, got around with my love. Said I could wait for you to wake up and see what's in front of you, yeah. And I was right in front of you, in front of you. Never feel like you let me in. Now we'll just never know what it could have been. really say made me regret. Since I love to make things right, to make things right. I never felt like you left me, you left me. Now we'll just never know what it could have been. It's a shame it's not all your fault. I should have been smarter, and the love we shared been so much better, yeah. And the love we shared been so much better. Now the bridges were burned. I didn't just lose the love, I lost the friend, yeah. Never felt like you left me. Now we'll just never know what it could have been. It's a shame it's not all your fault. I should have been smarter, and the love we shared been so much better, yeah. And the love we shared been so much better. Never felt like you let me in, let me in. Well, that was a song of mine called Never Felt Like You Let Me In. And keeping this song set list as diverse as I possibly can, pretty much this evening, because we're celebrating the beautiful game of chess. Right? So, which is a complicated, beautiful game. Some say it's art, science, and well, that was not a word I was looking for. I can't think of it right now. I guess I should just say. Some people say it's art and science combined together, pretty much. So that's how beautiful the game of chess is. So. All right. So, like I said, trying to keep this set as diverse as possible. Go ahead and head to this song here. I haven't really played this next one on the keys in a while. I really want to play it. Really, really happy song of mine. It's amazing the way you love me. My soul made my star the way that we are. And music's like God singing love, in love forever, in love forever, forever in love. We stand the road all the time. We just roll up our sleeves, gonna greet you almost every night. And you love me like you never loved anyone like that before. So you believe in me just like I believe in you. Especially when you play guitar the way that you do, yeah. Oh, it's amazing the way you love me. My soul and my star the way we are. Now music's like our hearts singing love, in love forever, in love forever, forever in love, forever in love. and then some afternoons. We just spent all day out at the park. Oh, it's amazing when you love me. My soul made my star where we are. And music's like a heart singing love, in love forever, in love forever, forever in love, forever in love. We are forever in love. And we always knew our hearts would unite again in this lifetime too. Like in all previous lifetimes, we're always together, just like this, yeah. Oh, it's amazing when you love me. My soul made my star, the way that we are. Our music's like our hearts singing love, in love forever, in love forever, forever in love, forever in love, forever in love. And that song is called In Love. It's available for a Patreon page for streaming there, and if you're a Patreon page subscriber, you can find a track where I play the keys and the ukulele. It was I wrote this on the keys, this song, and yeah, it's inspired by that idea of what in the spiritual community world we call twin flame. I'm sure you heard the term if you're familiar with some of the spiritual community things and so forth. That, you know, basic ideas that, you know, we'll have in a lifetime have many soulmates. But sometimes twin flames, you know, don't even actually exist pretty much in the same lifetime. Anyway, without getting into that realm of things, I just wanted to mention that if you like this song, super happy song of mine I just played called In Love. It's available for streaming on Patreon page, where I in the track you can find it under audio mixes, and it's got I think that the one that I posted like second, I might have posted it twice on my Patreon page, so it has the ukulele and the keys. So that was my song called In Love. And as I mentioned earlier, I am going to play this song of mine called Balance. So I'm just going to switch the sound for that. Definitely still plan on playing. So here. When the love is kind, the beauty of this life, you can truly feel, only feel the hope tonight. Songs at the bed sing, how the voices of the angels here and there. Balance is all we all need, and I choose that it feels, balance that it brings. Even when I'm on stage, I still feel the same. Oh, I can't, and only if it comes from my heart. Balance is what we all need, yeah. Balance is different for everyone, yeah. Balance, 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 balance. Balance, 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 balance. When I was younger, even when I had three jobs, I'm all I didn't see what I can know. I'm going
that we all need, yeah. Balance is everywhere we want, yeah. Balance, 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 yeah. Balance, 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 balance. And that was my song called Balance. That can be found, a recording of that can be found on my Bandcamp page. So just thought I'd check real quick to see if anybody has any song requests here. Looks like I got to scroll down. I've got a lot of comments here tonight. Thank you so much. Oh, cool. I see, all right, I don't know if I have to scroll down to see all the comments. I think I scroll down, but I see that Dog was here. I don't know if you're still here, but I see a comment now. and yeah, cool. I'm not sure if I knew that you played chess or not. I can't remember for some reason. That's cool to know. So I'll maybe I'll let you know later about um, see if you're in if you play. Do you ever play chess online? So I've been trying to play online more often, make time for playing it. So and so yeah, the song I just played was Balance, and I'm thinking about wrapping up this show pretty soon. So that's why I'm checking on the comments there and trying to decide what song I want to play on the keys here. So all right, let's see. I did promise you all that I'll be playing some guitar tunes. All right. Maybe I'll finish my keyboard set tonight with an old school ballad of mine. So perhaps I don't see any song requests. Thank you so much for everybody who tuned in to celebrate International Chess Day while hearing some of my tunes here. So yeah, I might finish this set with an old ballad of mine, I think. song called Dream of Us. Also can be found on my Patreon page. So let me just grab my guitar here real quick. I'm gonna play a couple of tunes like I promised earlier, and realize that I've done a lot of talking in this live stream. I guess I just had a lot to say about chess, you know. So happy International Chess Day. As you know, none of my live streams are exactly the same. A lot of the times I prefer to just play music, you know, and basically not really engage in too much chatter. But because it's International Chess Day, I decided to do quite a bit of talking, I think. So I'm gonna go grab my guitar real quick while let you hear this track from the audio library. This is So what you heard was Drifting by the Unicorn Heads as I grabbed my guitar and was tuning the strings, making sure I'm in tune before I play a couple of guitar tunes. So I hope you're doing awesome. So as you can tell by some of my songs, I do find birds beautiful. And I'm gonna do my Pretty Bluebird song next year. So, yeah, I guess I feel like I've done all my bird songs tonight in this live stream. So maybe I haven't thought about any correlation between birds and chess necessarily, but maybe after I probably much later will think about that, you know, because I'm sure there is something, you know. And that could be said about chess, the game of chess and birds. So, so if you're tuning in just now, yeah, if you rewind back, I played my song on the ukulele called Beautiful Messengers, which is inspired by birds. And then one of my obscure keyboard tunes called Is It All Just in My Head mentions bluebirds as well as this song right here. Pretty birds sing on the tree, beautiful as can be. That's also a tale. Life from face to face so gracefully. You flatter my lovely. Tell the message from me out. Small I need. It's kind as an angel, speaking as a saying. Tell my love one day we'll fly together, be like birds in the sky. Oh, once we find each other
we'll be inseparable as the dealer was on the sea. We walk hand in hand, and we'll never forget. Pretty birds in old tree. Pretty blue bird, oh, pretty bird, pretty blue bird. Oh, pretty bird. And that was Pretty Blue Bird. So, next song is going to be one of my more fun guitar tunes that I like to joke around about and say that I'm inspired by that celebrity guitar player John Mayer. Here's one of my fun songs. I'm your love, step away from all of me, I knew you'd not get to heaven. I'm your love, step away, take all sweet time. A like mine with a love like mine, still in heaven, I'm not the same. Yeah, I need someone to hold me what's on my list of some tell you priority sheet. We met mostly usual top 5 charts. I guess still so we go on and compete. Here we are many years later, after turning the world together. I'm your love now, sound big from all of me on you. Now I get to heaven, I'm your love now, I'm serving you. Take all sweet time, love like mine, still we would heaven, love now to say, yeah, la la la, la la. La 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 la. We're astrologically aligned by the western and Chinese earthquakes. We drink the same kind of coffee and tea. Yeah, you look just like me. We done it at the finest, just the roots we drink from. We always have a good time. You look now the same way from all of me on you. Not get you, I'm your love now the same you. Take all sweet time. Love like mine, with a love like mine. Still live with you. Love now the same. Yeah, la 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 la. I'm not crazy about neurology or scientology. But one thing I don't know, yeah, I'm your love now. Save me from the moment I knew I could do it. I'm your love now. Saving you to go sweet time. Love like mine, with love like mine. It's the only way ever, and I'm the same. Yeah, 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 la 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 la. Fun song, right? Cool. Number 7, the guitar here. So, and this song here is a very positive kind of song. Coming up here, I'm gonna play it. So. Everything happens in perfect time. There's a right season for every life, right time. every dream. No need to worry, you'll be just great. Know it in your heart, feel it in your soul. Much better days are yet to come. It's gonna drop, seven years to lose the faith. Never lie if you can. It's everything great and wonderful happens at just the right time. And you know it's true. Just gotta trust yourself. You gotta trust your innocence. 'Cause everything happens at just the right time. Everything happens at just the right time. Every minute of every single day, there's always some choice to make. Whatever road you go, it leads you home is where the heart is. 'Cause home is wherever the soul is. Just gotta trust, have just a little bit of faith, and not if you can. 'Cause everything in the wonderful happens at just the right time. And you know it's true. You just gotta trust yourself. You gotta trust your innocence. You gotta trust your higher self. 'Cause everything happens at just the right time. You know everything happens at just the right time. Everything happens at just the right time. And when you feel so tired, just know it shall pass. And you will feel so inspired, more than you expect yourself to live. You just gotta trust, have just a little bit of faith, have a love if you can. Everything great and wonderful happens at just the right time. And you know it's true. You just gotta trust yourself. You gotta trust your innocence. Just gotta trust your higher self. Yeah, 'cause everything happens at just the right time. Everything happens at just the right time. Everything happens at just the right time. So that was Everything Happens at Just the Right Time, and I'm so glad you all could join me. Thanks so much for supporting my YouTube channel. I was more than delighted to share this music with you tonight on this special day, International Chess Day. I obviously realized that with so much talking that I've done and how I stayed I stayed on way longer than I thought I was going to, as happens a lot, but I also realized that after doing this live stream, I guess I do like chess, and I always have, even though I mentioned in this live stream that I quit playing it at some point, just didn't have, because I didn't have time for it, you know. And then, you know, I decided to bring this game back into my life during the last couple of years, and so I definitely didn't wait to bring it back into my life till I retire. I decided that I was gonna go ahead and introduce it back into my life. And so I'm really happy to just say Happy International Chess Day. And I'm so glad you're supporting my original music. I hope to see you all very, very soon again. So, thanks so much for listening.